Namaskar, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Yesterday we discussed the OCS notification in detail. Prelims has been postponed to the month of September and October, which gives us at least 4 months, at the very least 4 months for preparation, for a full-fledged preparation of the exam. And yesterday I did promise that I'll help you plan your next 120 days, the 4 months, with the assumption that the exam will be held on 21st September. If ଯଦି ତାଠୁ ଆଗକୁ ଯଦି ବଢୁଛି ଯଦି ଅକ୍ଟୋବର 5th 12th 19th ଯୋଉଟା ଆମେ କାଲି ଦେଖିଥିଲେ ଆମ ଭିଡିଓରେ ଯଦି ଏଇ ସବୁ ଡେଟ୍ସ ରେ ହଉଛି ତ ଇଟ୍ସ ଅ ବୋନସ୍ ରିଭିଜନ ପାଇଁ ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରା ଟାଇମ ଓକେ but assuming that September 21st is the date and we have roughly 120 days left, so today I'm going to tell you how you can go about these next 4 months. Like you can see here, I have divided this video into two sections. A plan for freshers. Freshers mean not only those who are attempting the exam for the first time. These include also those who are attempting it for the second time, not the third, fourth attempt. Third, fourth attempt, unfortunately, we use the word veteran. Veteran is generally is a person who is associated with the old age. So in OPSC and UPSC, if you are a third attempt, fourth attempt, fifth attempt guy, then you are considered a veteran. So there's a plan for veterans. There's a plan for freshers. So if you are a veteran, I'll be discussing the freshers plan first. If you are a veteran, then you can skip the video maybe by 10-15 minutes or maybe just about 10 minutes. And for freshers, let's get the party started. So as you can see, this is an indicative planner for OPSC OCS 24 for freshers, first and second attempt. This has to be followed from the week beginning 19th May. So 19th May is the upcoming Monday. Today is Friday. So you have 2 days to plan your studies. And considering that you will sit down seriously to study by the next Monday, this is how things can go. This is an indicative planner. There is no hard and fast rule that आपन को यही follow करियर अच्छी. But if you plan it, you should plan it like this. Accordingly, take your inputs and make your own plans. Okay. So what I have essentially done is I have allotted weeks. Let me use my pointer. Yeah, I have allotted some weeks to the major core subjects, and there's a phase one of 12 weeks. There's a phase two of 5 weeks. Then I have also showed some slots that can come in your studies. Slot one re kaun karibe, slot two re kaun karibe, slot three re kaun karibe. And then I have also given some general pointers. I have done the same for everything, for even the veterans part. And accordingly, I'll give you some inputs that hopefully can help you in the coming days. Okay, so let's start. This has to be followed from the week beginning 19th May, that is this Monday. Phase 1 consists of 12 weeks. 12 weeks is roughly 84 days. We can round it to 80 days. Okay, 80 days re, if you are a fresher, what I am saying is ଆପଣ ମାନେ full fledged you should be focusing on core prelims preparation. Mains preparation bhi karibe. There is a column here, main subject. There is a column here, optional. But your prime slot, the 5 hours per day wala slot, has to be dedicated to prelims because you do not want to play a test match here. You want to be someone who just gets into the cycle, takes max 1 or 2 attempts, gets out of the cycle, becomes an officer, and lives the rest of his life serving our nation. Okay. So prelims hele hi seta possible. Mu kouni mains karibeni. So how I have designed this is, so week 1 to 3, take 3 full weeks for covering Indian polity. Lakshmikant is your major source. Along with that, you have to uh, combine the reading of the Indian Constitution because most questions there are asked according to the Constitution of India. This is a provision. According to Constitution of India, this is not a provision. So if you don't know whether this is an article lifted from the Constitution or this is a statutory law or this was an executive order, then you will face trouble there. So Lakshmikantra reading has to be combined with constitutional reading. So take 3 weeks. In the meantime, start with your GS4. Why GS4? Because there's the holy triad in UPSC and OPSC circles: GS4, essay, and optional. Okay, this is the holy triad. It is said that ଯଦି ଏଇ ତିନିଟା ପେପରରେ ଭଲ କରିଦଉଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ମାନେ ବାକି ତିନିଟା ପେପରରେ ଏତେ ସ୍କୋପ ନାହିଁ ମାର୍କ ଉଠେଇବା ପାଇଁ ବଟ୍ ଏଇ ତିନିଟା ପେପରରେ ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କ ଅପେକ୍ଷା ମାର୍କ ଉଠେଇ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି then interview call is 100%. And after that, it just becomes a game of where your rank is based on how well you perform in the interviews. And of course, kichina extra value additions that you show in your mains papers. So what I'm suggesting is take this time to finish off GS4 ethics. This I have not, I have given it for 6 weeks. So week 1 to 3 is Indian polity. Week 4 to 6 is history because history and polity are really vast subjects. History रे पुणी आपणଙ୍କ ancient, medieval, art culture, modern and Odisha history ଅଛି. So ତାକୁ ବି ମୁଁ ଏଠି 3 weeks allot କରିଛି June 9 ରୁ June 29. May 19 ରୁ June 8 is Indian polity and this is history. And ଏଇଠି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ combine କରିକି this 6 weeks ରେ you have to cover GS4 ethics. GS4 ethics ର notes available on the internet, freely available on the internet, any national institute. And from them you have to make your own synopsis. Handwritten notes भी मिलुची market रे. You call up any Delhi ka bookstore, they'll parcel you, they'll send you a package where any topper's handwritten notes also you can get. Notes is not an issue in this industry. The issue is ସେଇ notes को ପଢିକି ଆପଣ ନିଜର synopsis, ନିଜର notes ବନଉଛନ୍ତି ନା ନାହିଁ for last minute revision and for value addition. Okay. So use this 6 weeks to finish off your GS4 paper. Along with that, also allot 2 hours per day to your optional. ଏଇଟା ମୁଁ open ended ରଖିଛି. Paper 1 or paper 2 as per your current level of preparation with focus on PYQs. See, PYQs form the base for almost anything in this preparation, be it prelims, be it all the GS4 papers or all the 4 papers or your optionals. PYQs are the roadmap that will help you reach your target, whether it is IAS or OAS. Okay. So based on PYQs and your current level of preparation, ଆପଣ optional start କରିଛନ୍ତି, କୋଉଠି ଅଛନ୍ତି, paper 1 ସରିଲାଣି या paper 2 ଅଧାରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି. Based on that, you have to decide how you will allocate this 2 hours, but you have to allocate 2 hours for optional because, like I said, remember this holy triad. Essay can be completely done after prelims, so I'll not ask you to give extra time on essay in these 4 months. Essay is something that once you gain GS knowledge, essay can be written. It's just about structuring and some anecdotes and stories जोटा कि मु prelims पर आपनको भलसे guide कर देबी, no issues in that. So give 2 hours to optional as per your current level of preparation with focus on PYQs. And I have given two options here. You can either give 40 days each to paper 1 and paper 2. Like I said, 12 weeks, which is roughly 80 days. So 40 दिन paper 1, 40 दिन paper 2 को दे परिबे आपण माने. Or you could go all in on one of the papers for 80 days. भलसे एकदम PYQs पूरा सब model answers ready, short notes ready, एकदम preparation for revision, ready-made revision material ready. And then paper 2 can be done after prelims because time rahibo and you will be able to do it. Okay. So either of these options is fine. It's your choice where you are in your preparation. If you haven't started optional at all, then I think this has to be your thing. But if you have completed optional somewhat, then this can be your thing. Okay. Then this is done. Ethics 6 weeks, optional 2 hours. This is 1.5 hours. This is 5 hours. Then it 3 weeks again. Environment and geography mu combine kar dechi because one is derived from the other. 3 weeks for environment and geography, June 30 to July 20. And then in the mains slot here, in the main subject slot, since you have now completed history, since you will also be studying geography, what you can do? You can start GS1 static history, geography, culture. Okay. Ethics ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଏଠି ସରିଯିବ. GS4 is done here. Okay. And ଏଠି you have the good opportunity to finish at least 200 marks worth GS1 content. Okay. ଆଉ ଯାହା 50 mark Indian society ରହିବ can be prepared after prelims. Okay. But this is a very good opportunity to finish GS4 fully and GS1 ka content at least 200 marks worth. History and history geography ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଦିଟା part including Odisha history and Odisha geography ଆପଣ ଏଠି complete କରିପାରିବେ. ଏଠି ବି ମୁଁ ଏଠି 3 weeks time ଦେଇଛି, which is a lot. Okay, can easily be finished. Then 2 weeks for economy. ବେଶୀ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ପେପରରେ ଆଜି ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ତ ଏଇଆ ଆମେ ଦେଖିଛେ କି economy ଉପରେ ବେଶୀ ସେମାନେ deeply probe କରନ୍ତିନି. But like I said in my yesterday's video, you cannot take things for granted now because OPSC is trying to improve its game. So from this year onwards, if they start looking to previous year UPSC questions and decide कि नहीं हमें एथर भलो technical conceptual questions पचारिया and not the random facts that we asked in the OPSC prelims, then you will be in for a surprise if you have not prepared for economy and for that matter even science tech. Science tech, since it's only a current affairs based game in UPSC, and a very basic class 6 to 10 level game in OPSC. It will not take more than 1 week. So August 4 to August 10th, I have kept for science tech. 2 weeks for economy, 2 weeks for science tech. Here in this section, now that you have covered GS4 and GS1, hopefully you will cover GS4 and GS1. No need to go to GS2 and GS3 because GS2 and GS3 are purely current affairs based. Uh, and there are some static topics like governance रे केतरा topic static, disaster management रे केतरा topic static ता उपरे notes बने दबा जहाँ current रे अछि ताको भल से पढ़ी के जिबा हे जिबो. Internal security current affairs, environment current affairs, economy current affairs, GS2 रे everything based on the asked about the constitution current affairs, only governance is citizen charter এই সবু chapters are only static, but all those can be decided after can be prepared after GS after prelims. I beg your pardon. So what you can do here is GS4 ଆଉ GS1 को ଯାହା ଆପଣ ପଢିଛନ୍ତି ପୁଣି ଏଇ 3 ସପ୍ତାହରେ ଆଉ ଥରେ ତାକୁ ରିଭାଇଜ କରିକି ଆହୁରି short notes synopsis. I keep using this word synopsis. What is synopsis? Synopsis is basically summarizing a whole set of notes in your own words. Every notes, every subject here has ready-made notes in the market. You do not need to prepare anything from scratch. All you have to do is 180 पेज रो हिस्ट्री बही थिबो, 200 पेज रो ज्योग्राफी रो ये थिबो, एथिक्स रो मे बी 250 पेजेस रो नोट्स थिबो या 100 पेजेस या फिर 200 पेजेस रो नोट्स थिबो. आपण मानकु ताकू शॉर्ट करिकी 20 30 30 पेज को आनियार अछि. This is your job during these 12 weeks, during these 84 days. Okay. So make your synopsis, become ready for GS1 and GS4 for mains before prelims itself. Okay. And in your 2 hour slot, you have to keep up with these paper 1 and paper 2 part based on where you have to be. Okay. Then general pointers. These are some general pointers, generic tips. Solving and analyzing previous year questions has to be the priority. No questions asked. Previous year's question give you the roadmap. They tell you what are the important themes. যদি polity ର କରିବେ, you will find that fundamental rights asked every year, judiciary asked every year, constitutional bodies asked every year. ସେମିତି modern history କୁ ଯିବେ, almost every alternate year they keep asking between some Congress related thing, some NCM related thing, some CDM related thing, some question on Gandhi, Odisha, Gandhi's visit to Odisha. So there are themes, civil tribal uprisings. Okay. Then ancient culture या फिर art culture को जिबे तो you will find Buddhism, Jainism उपरे question आसिबो या आसिबो, Sangam उपरे question आसिबो, Maurya उपरे question आसिबो, Guptas and then Krishna Devaraya, all these people they get asked most often. So these will provide you the roadmap of where you have to go. I will prepare a separate video on that also. What are the themes that you can provide that you have to cover? Okay. Incorporate mock tests regularly. Yes, this is the most important thing. Jodi knowledge achi and application nahi, tale it's going to be difficult. So ମୁଁ ପଢି ତ ଦେବି ପୁରା ମାନେ ଲକ୍ଷ୍ମୀକାନ୍ତ ପୁରା ଭଲସେ ପଢିଦେବି, ବଟ୍ ଯଦି MCQ ରେ କୋଉ ଗୋଟେ ଟ୍ରାପ୍ ୱାର୍ଡ ରେ ମୁଁ ଫସିଗଲି ଆଣ୍ଡ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ଭୁଲ କରିଦେଲି ତାହେଲେ କେହି ଶୁଣିବେନି କି ମୁଁ ଏତେ ପଢିଥିଲି. ମୁଁ ବି ଆଜି ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ କହି ହଉଛି ମୁଁ ଏତେ ପଢିଥିଲି ମୋର UPSC ହେଲାନି. So you I get your pain when you say that, but people won't get your pain. People will keep telling you कहीं ना कहीं तुम्हारे efforts में ही कमी रही होगी. So for that, you have to one prelims mock test every 3-4 days. Join any test series. We have our own test series also. I'll come to that in the end. Sectional tests. The focus has to be on sectional tests. So 150, 200, 250 questions on polity, or 150 questions on economy, 200 questions on geography and environment. एमती जोटा कि गोटे गोटे chapter उपरे गोटे गोटे भलो भलो important themes उपरे भलो भलो questions थिबो. Join any test series. Use them. Mocks दियंतु. Then use Sundays for a full length or mixed topic mock. Simulate the exam environment, proper OMR sheets, and a timer to build real time endurance. Okay, of course, it's important. Spend at least 1.5 hours to 2 hours reviewing each mock. Yeah, this is very important. मॉक तो आपण सॉल्यूशंस पढ़ी देबे सब कर देबे किंतु रिव्यू करिवार तार गोटे अलग प्रोसेस अछि मु को क्वेश्चन भूल कली मु काई की भूल कली कोठी मोर कॉन्सेप्चुअल लकुना रही गला कोठी कमी रही गला नेक्स्ट टाइम मु केमति ताकू ठीक करिवि एई सॉल्यूशन रे मते किछि नुवा जिंस मिलला कि मु तार नोट्स बनेबी सो दिस प्रोसेस आल्सो हैज टू बी गिवन इट्स ओन टाइम 2 hours, 1.5 to 2 hours is the ideal time. It can go up to 3 hours or even 4 hours in questions that in tests that you find difficult or you score low in. Okay. And you can do some bit of ethics and GS1 answer writing. And you have to get your answers evaluated. See, you can start answer writing. ଏବେ ବି ମୋ ପାଖକୁ daily basis ରେ ଯାହା ବି ମୁଁ questions ପକାଏ ଆଉ ତ daily ପକଉନି ଯେହେତୁ prelims ର ମାହୋଲ ଥିଲା but I think I'll start again. Let's see what I'll plan. But ଯେତେବେଳେ questions answer ଆସୁଥିଲା many a times what I noticed was people thought their answers are right. People thought this is how answer writing is done. But the moment I give them or any evaluator, anyone experienced in this arena, they immediately found out that okay एया कमी थिला so it should not happen that आपण 30 टा 40 टा 50 टा क्वेश्चन लिखि देबे एमती अंधाधुन लिख देबे and you realize and you think in your picture you make up a model कि okay एमती ही मु लिखिबी and then suddenly you realize someone evaluates your copy after 40 answers and they tell you that अरे तमे तो पूरा फुल ट्रैक धर देचो इंट्रोडक्शन एते बड़ हबनी कंक्लूजन एते बड़ हबनी सब हेडिंग एमती आसीबो एग्जांपल्स एमती दिया हबो बट आपण माने ताकू पैराग्राफ फॉर्मेट रे लिखुचंती इंट्रोडक्शन रे 100 वर्ड्स दे दोचंती और समथिंग लाइक दैट सो गेट योर आंसर्स इवैल्यूएटेड this is important okay and then you can send us your answers you find your seniors ask anyone who जे आसपास अछंती और एमतिया चैनल्स अछि केतेटा जोठी की फ्री आंसर राइटिंग इनिशिएटिव्स होची आमे भी फ्री आंसर राइटिंग इनिशिएटिव्स करचू stay connected with us and this is important getting your answers evaluated is important so some bit of answer writing for ethics and gs1 is important okay you can do some bit of answer writing and now once this phase 1 is complete the first 80 days the whole syllabus thore thore ekdam chariade you are now aware of the syllabus now comes the revision phase with focus on mocks so revision phase re what I have done week 1 week 2 3 4 5 just 5 weeks each week for polity history geography environment economy now here starts your current affairs preparation current affairs any compilation of national level UPSC CA एते सारा भलो भलो इंस्टीट्यूट्स अछंती any 365 उड़ान or anything हमें भी गोटे we will bring out a publication we will bring out a current affairs of our own and but of course it will take time because ଏବେ current affairs रो ये बढ़ी गला but if you want you can refer to any national level institute and GK today is important GK today ru OPSC question phrase करे so GK today ro monthly magazines you buy them you read them it's important apart from that there's a slot 3 now which is CSAT OPSC CSAT is in general it is not that difficult UPSC भले तो जमा नुहे but again UPSC को जेहेतु से माने कॉपी करूचंती ए वर्ष कोन पड़िबो you never know so start by solving PYQs OPSC रो PYQs UPSC रो PYQs find what are your weak areas because एमती तो नुहे कि जमा आपण करि परिबेनी 30 40 50 तो समस्त रख दियंती passing mark is where the difficulty is for those 16 17 18 extra marks you have to give a lot 1 hour based on your level of preparation okay and then 1 hour of slot for again jaha bhi test etel ja apon dei chanti based on the analysis of whatever mocks you would have given by now revise the questions recall associated facts and reinforce tricky concepts तो 1 hour तो daily revision ପାଇଁ ए जो MCQs revision ପାଇଁ ରହିବ ହି ରହିବ apart from that 6 hours for the core subject revision जो बही अपन revise करिवे current affairs 2 hours CSAT 1 hour and 80 general pointers start taking FLTs. Now, in the last 5 weeks, you have to start taking FLTs. Aim for at least 10 to 15 FLTs before prelims. Aim for one FLT every 3 days. Solve 5 years full UPSC, OPSC papers in exam conditions. Finalize revision folders for last 7 days extensive revision. So, based on all these aspects, you will find out that now I have narrowed down some important topics that only आपको ही पढ़ के गले I will give my there is a principle called Pareto principle okay just google it I don't know if it's double R or double T ମୁଁ ଟିକେ spelling भूल जाउची Pareto principle which is 80-20 rule Okay. The maximum results are produced by 80%. Sorry, the 80% of results are produced by 20% of things, or something like that. Okay. So you have to follow this principle. एमती केतेटा important topics एठी पळे आसीबो where you have to revise every day. Last 7 days रे खाली सेतिकी revision करिबार अछि. Okay. Based on the exam date, plan your revisions from here on. If it is indeed 21st September, then revise everything in slots of 1 day each from here on, because September 14 को एटी सॉरी जाउची. If it is October, plan 2 more revision sessions based on where you think your efforts are required. ଯଦି ଅକ୍ଟୋବର କୁ ଘୁଞ୍ଚିଲା ତାହେଲେ ସେଇ ହିସାବରେ ଯୋଉଠି ବି wherever you are at this point on September 14th, wherever you are, you plan your next 10 days, 15 days, 20 days accordingly. Okay. এইটা ମୁଁ open ended ছাড়িছে because dates release ହେଇନି. ঠিক আছে. Appendix মানে some pointers from my side. This planner is a structured guide, not a rigid formula. Swap weeks, extend the subject, or compress as long as you are consistent. Okay. If history is your weak spot, complete it first, even if it is in week 2 here. ଏଇଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଉପରେ ମୁଁ ଏଠି ଗୋଟେ ମୋ ହିସାବରେ ଦେଇଛି, but ଏଇଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଏଇଟା ୟାର arrangement କ'ଣ ରହିବ? This is totally on you. Okay. If your GS4 ethics is already strong, shift your focus to GS1. If your GS1 is strong, then shift your focus to essay work. Or if you feel कि GS1 भी done, GS4 भी done, ताले optional को बेसी time दे दियंतु. से सबु flexibility ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ନିଜ ହିସାବରେ decide କରିବାର ଅଛି. And if you're use this as your strategy spine, but build your own muscle around it. Okay. This is your spine, but you have to build your own muscle. Smart planning is greater than blind following. So this is just tadka from my side. Okay. Okay. So this was for the freshers. Now coming to the veterans. Now veterans रे भी if some of केते जण veterans एमती भी थिबे जो माने फर्स्ट दिटा अटेम्प्ट रे एते भल से प्रिपरेशन करि ना दिटा अटेम्प्ट दे दिचंती 2-3 वर्ष हेई गलानी एग्जाम रे बेसिक किंतु पढ़ा बेसिक कोर डेप्थ रे पढ़ा हेइनी. So you can consider yourself as a fresher and follow this plan itself जोटा कि मु एबे just कहिली. Or if you are someone जे कि भल से पढ़ी चंती थरे दिथर मेंस देचंती एबे recently concluded मेंस भी देचंती जोटा कि 27 तारिख लास्ट मंथ सरीला, then this plan is for you. This is for veterans to be followed from the week beginning again same 19th May asanta Monday. Phase 1 ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ phase 1 ଆଉ phase 2 ର definition ଅଲଗା ହେଇଗଲା. ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଥିଲା 80 ଦିନ 40 ଦିନ, ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ହେଇଗଲା 60 ଦିନ 60 ଦିନ. Okay. But it is radically different from how their 80 days and 40 days were and how your 60 days and 60 days are. Okay. Okay. So let's see ଏଥିରେ କ'ଣ କରିହବ. So since you are someone who has given mains once or has done decent amount of study, prelims ro thore di thoro Lakshmikant done, spectrum done, ancient art culture ro notes prepared, khali prelims ta somehow crack heini but haba. So what you can do is you can give the first 60 days exclusively to mains. Okay. Phase 1 60 days coverage of main syllabus in 15-day slots while also covering the optional. 15-day slots. 15 din, 15 din, 15 din, 15 din. Okay. GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4. What you have to do in those 15 days? You have to solve the PYQs. You have to start creating model answers of all the PYQs. Okay. Ajikali resources ro kami nahi and AI अच्छी help करिया पाई. So create your own answers. Start taking out, you buy any previous year question जो collection आसे books रो एथर से माने UPSC रो भी previous year questions पचारि चंती तो आपनों पाई it becomes important that you create answers to previous year questions from UPSC and OPSC. Notes prepared अच्छी जदी very good. Enrich them. This slot is for enrichment. Slot 1 notes enrichment. Enrich those notes. Update करंतु, data add करंतु, statistics add करंतु, case studies add करंतु. Whatever you have to do, you have to update your notes. Slot 2 is for answer writing, PYQs based model answer. खाली से PYQs रो answer ready करिक रखंतु prelims पारे या फिर mains test series ଯେତେବେଳେ ବି ଆପଣ ଜଏନ୍ କରିବେ ତ additional questions practice ହେଇଯିବ ଯୋଉ ବି institute ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ model answers ଦବ. But PYQs ର model answer ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଯଦି if you can take the effort to prepare them on your own, then it will serve you the best. ଆଉ କାହାର ready made answers and ନିଜର research and answer ରେ difference ଅଛି. Okay. So PYQs ର answers बनाନ୍ତୁ. Optional paper again this remains constant 2 hours for optional paper. for the first 2 weeks, paper 1 can be done. For the next 2 weeks, paper 2 and some revision can be done. So concept and thinkers, theme-wise drills, paper 1 and 2 continue core topics, link theory with recent scheme and debates, paper 1 को paper 2 ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ link କରିବାର ଅଛି, and then last 15 days ରେ ଟିକେ ଯାହା optional ହେଇଛି ତାକୁ revise କରିବେ. 15 days, ଚାରିଟା slot. PYQs will be your go-to thing that you have to prepare. Then 80 general pointers re GS1 pai. Tag Odisha specific examples for culture, society. Keep PYQ answers crisp. Use ARC for GS2. Use ARC Supreme Court rulings, Odisha schemes for governance notes. Revise budget, eco survey, climate policy, Odisha economy for GS3. Okay. Then prepare a 20-page ethics logbook with quotes, values, and frameworks. All this job has to be done in the first 60 days. Assuming you are a candidate जे कि prelims ପାଇଁ ଥରେ ଦି ଥର seriously ପଢିଛନ୍ତି or mains ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି or ଏବେ recently concluded mains ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି. Okay? Then also ଏଠି ଗୋଟେ ମୁଁ ଆଡୁ input ଦଉଛି. Some of you may be expecting a interview call. Mains ବହୁତ ଭଲ ହେଇଥିବ ଏଇଥର ଯିଏ mains ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି. So ୟା ଛଡା apart from this you can ଏଇଠି ଯାହା ବି ଟିକେ changes କରିକି you have to give some time to daily newspaper reading because you are expecting a interview call. So newspaper reading ku time dabar achi. Ideally you should be reading 2 newspapers for interview preparation. Newspaper ପଢିବେ, analysis କରିବେ, ନିଜ opinion form କରିବେ for everything. What do you think about Operation Sindoor? What do you think about Russia-Ukraine war? What do you think about private member bills? Or what do you think about the recent presidential reference to Supreme Court? Anything. What do you think is the tag? After that, everything in current affairs is a question for your interview. So you have to prepare, you have to allot time to newspaper. But if you are someone who thinks कि नाई मेंस एथर ओके ହେଇଛି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ attempt ମତେ ଲାଗିପାରେ या फिर ଯଦି ଏଇଥର ହେଲା ବି OAS ହବନି some 200 300 rank ରହିବ ଆଉ ଥରେ ମତେ ଦବାକୁ ପଡିବ then this is your go to plan. Okay. Then finally phase 2 60 days which is a full prelim sprint जोटा ସେମାନେ ଦୁଇଟା phase ରେ କରିବେ ସେଇଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟିଏ phase ରେ କରିବାର ଅଛି 10 days slots ରେ you have to cover polity, history, polity, geography and environment, economy, any pending topics plus S&T. Okay, science and tech. This remains same for every like them, but like freshers. But say ସେମାନେ ସେଟା 2 phases ରେ କରୁଥିଲେ 80 days plus 40 days ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟିଏ phase ରେ କରିବାର ଅଛି 60 days ରେ and you will be able to do it if you have done it earlier. Okay. Appendix again, this isn't a beginner's journey. You already have momentum. Your prep now should be targeted, curated, and revision focused, not exhaustive. The pointers for the appendix for you and for them are radically different. Okay. If you are expecting an interview call, continue reading newspapers and make notes daily. This is your only low pressure time to fix content gaps, polish notes, and master GS answer writing. Don't just revise, rebuild your static foundation with integration of current affairs and PYQs. One pages, books, and past mistakes should guide you more than new materials. Now, new materials से बेहतर है ये करना कि मैं मेरी क्या गलतियां रही हैं उनको सुधारूं, वैल्यू एडिशन करूं, एनरिच करूं एंड मेंस के लिए ऐसे प्रिपेयर करूं कि एक बार अगर मेरे को मेंस लिखने का मौका मिल गया तो बस रैंक लिस्ट में नाम आने से मुझे कोई रोक नहीं सकता. Okay, this should be the mentality for veterans. Okay, so that was about it. This is the plan. Of course, you will say, कि, sir, out here topic wise, कौन केमती करी होबो. Okay, so we have developed this checklist. Okay, a checklist रे, what we have done essentially done is, and we have released it on our Telegram channel also. This checklist it has been prepared for tracking your prelims preparation. Okay, so देखो ଏଠି you will get a blank. This is for your name, date पकेबे, name पकेबे, and then ए सब जिनसे को cover करी चलिबे. Okay, basic concepts, political systems, acts, government ये, making of the constitution, preamble, So as you complete this, ଏଇଠି ଆର print out ନେଇଯାଆନ୍ତୁ, ଏଇଠି tick tick ମାରି ଚାଲିବେ। Okay, citizenship, fundamental rights, ମାନେ this is basically a micro listing of topics। Same ଏଇଟା polity ସରିଲା, then ତା ତଳକୁ modern Indian history ଅଛି, all the important topics you will find, ଏମିତି କିଛି miss ହବନି। Okay, ଏଇ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ cover କରିବାର ଅଛି for prelims। So this can be a very good guide, this can be your pole star, this can be your north star for guiding you। Okay, modern history ସରିଲା, then ancient history asla. So this is a 43-page document that we have created, we have designed. It's available on our Telegram channel for free, that you can just download, print, and get started with just these. Set these as your targets। एया ही आपन target timeline आपन को मु कहि देली। एई आपन these can be your targets, and accordingly you can start proceeding from here on। Okay, and of course, if you're looking for a prelims test series, then our test series, Pulse test series, has already started. This was batch 1, which started on April 10. But now, since time has been extended, we'll be launching a batch 2 from maybe in a couple of weeks time, June 1 धरिकी चालंदो batch 2। It will be it will be released at a very affordable price। तार मु टिके खाली आपनको brochure भी देखे दउची। See this, 10 तारिखरे इंडियन पॉलिटी रो एया टेस्ट थिला, then 13 तारिखरे एया हैला। We have conducted almost 9 to 10 tests so far। So batch 1 students are already giving their tests। Batch 2 ପାଇଁ ଯଦି if you are interested, of course you can contact us। And yeah, so that was about it for this video। You have to if you if you agree with what I what the various ideas I gave you, then kindly like and subscribe to our channel। Join our Telegram channel। ସେଥିରେ ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଜିନିଷ analysis କରିକି refined way ରେ ସେଠି ମୁଁ content ପକାଏ, including quizzes, tests, newspaper analysis, and everything, even mains answer writing and handwritten answers। Stay connected with us, and until next time, namaskar।